Hey cooking friends, welcome back to Cooking with Shotgun Red, and I'm Sheila.
I'm Jennifer.
And I'm really in the mood for baking.
There's something about this time of year that just makes you want to bake. Put something in the oven and get it baking, and the aroma goes through the house. It's so good.
I love that.
So we are going to take you back and we're going to show you this delicious recipe that you are going to want to try.
We are starting out with a package of sweet rolls.
And these are just your King's Hawaiian rolls. There's a 12-pack in here. And these are perfect for making these slider sandwiches with.
These Hawaiian rolls are so good for this recipe.
They are, and they have such a good sweet flavor, and they complement any kind of meat, so they're perfect. So we're going to take it out of the package.
We're going to just leave it together and then slice it in half.
Yeah, get yourself a really good sharp bread knife and just slowly cut it. Make sure it's pretty even. But this makes it easier than trying to do individual rolls, separating them. So we're just going to slice this in half. Makes it real simple.
Then take the top off and fold it over.
Yeah, look, it's all one piece, but
we took about a tablespoon of salted butter and pre-greased the bottom of 11 by 8 baking dish.
And we're just going to put these in there. Then, once they're in there, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to separate them because that'll make it easier for me to put the meat on and see where each one is.
Real neatly.
You know me, OCD, get it together. Get them straight, Jen.
Then we have some provolone cheese.
And we've got about 10 slices here, so I'm just going to break these in half and maybe in half again. Tear them up, and you can just place them on there, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Just put a couple pieces on each, and we'll do that to all of these.
Doesn't have to be perfect, just as long as it covers the bottom of the roll.
Exactly. So we'll place those along there.
I'll get that cheese on there, girl.
Those last pieces on. And then the rest of this we're going to put on in a minute.
Then we have some thin sliced deli roast beef. That looks good.
Yeah, I just went to the deli and got a pound of roast beef. I just had them cut it up real thin for me. And I'm just going to
layer that on top of the provolone cheese.
And guys, you can put as much or as little as you want on this. You could add other kinds of meat, but this is just delicious with this recipe. So I'm going to do that to each one of these. And you can see why I separated it. It makes it easier to see where all the sliders are. So
yeah, a little more on that one, Jen. Yeah, right there. Okay, there. Well, that one too.
Yeah, I'm going to level this out, make sure they're all even.
And some more there. Mm-hmm.
As even as I want them.
Then we have some thinly sliced sweet onion.
Yes, Steve's favorite, sweet onion. And you could saute these in the microwave or in a skillet if you want to with a little butter. But I'm just going to put these on.
And lay that on top of there.
Because they're going to cook in the oven, so. And they're pretty thin. But they'd be good caramelized too, so whatever your preference is.
Then we will put the remaining provolone cheese on top of the onion.
That's going to help those onions stay on there too.
Like we said, it doesn't have to be perfect, just as long as it covers.
Yep, it is going to melt.
Melt right in my mouth.
So I'm putting the tops back on here.
Straighten it up, girl. There you go.
Gonna get it straight.
Mama's watching. We are adding a packet of Lipton onion soup mix into a half a cup of melted butter.
And this is unsalted butter, guys. Now, if you have is salted butter, then you can go ahead and use it, but it's going to be a little bit saltier because there's quite a bit of salt in this Lipton onion soup mix. So we're just going to mix this up in the unsalted butter.
Pouring that on top.
Mm-hmm.
Just drizzle it on there.
And you'll notice that the onion kind of sticks to the bottom of the glass here. So, and that's fine. I'm just gonna pull that out and evenly place it on top of these rolls.
It's gonna be good.
It is gonna be good. So yeah, you can just kind of take your little baster and pull it out.
Straighten out those onions, Jen.
I am. I'm making it straight.
OCD's coming out in you.
That's right. I know. I'm going to get those straightened on there. I want them to look pretty. It does look good though. So look at that, it's ready to go in the oven.
We have our oven preheated to 350 degrees.
And we're gonna place these in there.
We're going to cover it with foil loosely.
Yeah, don't let it touch the cheese so it doesn't stick to it. And the bun tops, just kind of loosely cover it. And we're gonna let that bake for about 25 minutes.
So while that is in the oven,
we're gonna get some of this au jus gravy mix. And so just make this according to the package directions. It's right on the back of the packet here.
We have 3 cups of cold water in our small pot.
And we're gonna put our au jus gravy mix.
Whisk that in.
And it's easier to do this when the water's cold so it doesn't get clumpy. So we'll whisk that together. Let that heat up. It's on medium heat right now. And once we get that boiling, you can see it starting to boil there.
Once it comes to a boil, we are going to add a pinch of black pepper.
And you could also add a little bit of Worcestershire sauce or, you know, whatever else you want to put in there to flavor up your au jus. So, but I'm just going to put a little pepper because there's a lot of flavor in these little sliders already.
Plenty of flavor in these.
Delicious. So once that's in there, we're going to turn off the heat and set it aside. We'll check on our sliders.
It's been in for about 25 minutes. So now we will remove the foil. Then we're going to lightly baste the top of these rolls.
And this time I'm using salted butter, just like we did on the bottom, because I think it'll add a little flavor to the tops too. But
can y'all smell this?
it smells so good.
Oh, well, if you can't, we'll tell you. It does smell awesome.
It does. Oh my gosh.
Then we put them back in the oven uncovered for about 5 minutes. Looks like they are done, and they look so good.
Wow.
Look at that.
They do. Look at all that melted cheese and...
Remove them from the oven. This is definitely a recipe for the game.
Absolutely. What are you guys making for the big game? Let us know in the comments below.
You know me, I like the corners.
Yeah?
Well, I like the corners in the middle. Any of it. Look at the cheese melted. Ah. If you don't like provolone, you can use whatever kind you want.
Oh, yeah. Cheddar would be good, too.
But this right here is so good. Wow, that looks so good, and I'm so hungry. Let's eat.
Got our au jus. We're going to dip it in there, and look at that. French dip sliders. Yum.
Look at that. Awesome. As Steve would say,
is this the best French dip slider recipe? If it ain't, it ought to be. We'll see you next time right here on Cooking with Shotgun Red. Bye!
Well, that's She and Jen, them 2 girls having too much fun. We hope you enjoy this recipe, and we really hope you subscribe to our channel. That's easy. Little Shotgun Red's face will pop up over here in a little bit. When you click on it, it'll say subscribe, then you're subscribed. Next to it will be a little notification bell. If you click that little bell, then YouTube will send you every single one of our recipes or a notification that we posted one as soon as it comes out. See you next time right here on Cooking with Shotgun Red. Is this the best? If it ain't, it ought to be.